Hi and welcome back to Real Reviews, where today I'm taking a look at House of David. This is a biblical sword and sandal epic which has been streaming on Amazon Prime now for about 6 or 7 weeks and really deserves all of your attention. It is the classic retelling of the David and Goliath story, so let's dive in and find out what all the fuss is about.
Cowards! Send me your champion!
So for anybody who doesn't know the story, this is literally about a shepherd boy beating a giant like 3 times his size with a slingshot. It is about a war between the Israelites and the Philistines in Israel before the birth of Christ. It is real, shall we say, biblical epic stuff. At the centre of this, you've got David, who is played by newcomer Michael Iskander, who has got this natural sort of innocence, naivety and sort of charisma about him, which really just carries the series, although he is very much on the periphery for a great deal of the time. Other than that, you've got Samuel, who is played by Stephen Lang, and yes, I said that correctly, Stephen Lang. He is that macho chopper pilot from Avatar who's not known for playing roles like an Israelite prophet, but Samuel is who he is. And then you have Suliman, who people will recognise or may know from The Agency, which is on Paramount Plus recently. He plays King Saul. So the upshot of it is that King Saul has relinquished God. He is no longer he's no longer a believer in that true sense. He has more faith in himself. God casts him out, and then David is anointed by Samuel. That is the cut and the thrust of it. But he is overlooked. He is, he's sort of driven by these biblical sort of visions that he gets, and it really is a long and sort of drawn out sort of political intrigue type story. But let's dig a bit deeper, because there's so much more to talk about on the House of David.
Can one act of defiance?
So basically, shows like this they no longer exist. They, apart from maybe Lord of the Rings of Power, or maybe House of Dragons, this is a sort of breadth and scale that you're looking at when you're looking at House of David. Yes, it has got quite an audience reaction, and yes, it has been renewed for a season 2. But I think there are still a great many people that haven't seen this, aren't prepared maybe to give it the time that it needs, because it is a slow burn, story which is really like an ancient sort of biblical sort of parable almost. In fact it is a parable. So it's got an amazing cast. It really does feel like this vast open world thing, and it really has some legs on it, as you will find out if you make it to the end of the series. So on that note, I'm going to jump into my rating. Let's do that.
Legend. I will tell you the story of David.
So having been with House of David since the beginning, I can categorically give this a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. It has the breadth, it has the story. It was created by David, Erwin and Gunn. And it really is just a very impressive piece of storytelling in a very traditional sort of Cecil B. DeMille 10 Commandments type way. And as I said, Stephen Lang for me is the standout as Samuel in this series, really taking on this massive transformation. He is worth every penny, not to mention everybody else as well. So check it out. On that note, I'm going to dive into my trailer. And so it is, you've come to the end of the video review for House of David, which is currently streaming on Amazon Prime, and it is there in its entirety, so dive in. So this is the bit where I go, if you like the video, then give me a thumbs up. Failing that, you can just drop a comment in the comment box below and I will respond. And finally, just subscribe, so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these videos literally into your lap, you'll get a little notification. You can pop in and watch or listen to as much or as little as you'd like, and then go about your day. In the meantime, check out the rest of the channel. Maybe pop over to the Patreon page. Take care. Cheers now.